Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. The gentleman that I was originally helping, and then he helped me this morning, and he got back to me how he did this pattern right here. I've changed it up a little bit. I still like his the best, but I could not figure out how to get these. I did do one that I just filled in with blue and just set it on top, but we're just going to start from scratch. And if you look, he gave me detailed, and that's what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to take a square and hit P. I'm going to get my shape tool, get rounded corners. I'm not going to hold down the control button. And I'm going to go to about there. I'm going to control D, rotate it 45 degrees. You kind of want this rounded corner. So you can kind of play with that. And I think this is perfect. Now, you know what? I'm going to move his out of the way. And I'm going to make a duplicate of it just to move it out of the way. And so we're going to control D, rotate it that 2%, 2 degrees, 97%, and then do this. So we get that pattern, which is already pretty cool. Now, for the one I'm doing, he draws in half-point lines. And I can change that, but I think it's easier to draw in a hairline to do this. Control G to group that together. And we're going to take a 3-point curve line. And I've been trying to figure out really where to start. I'm going to start way out there and then come to here and then give it that curve. And see, you can move that outer line to get on this first one. You want it right there. Now, if you move this handle outwardly, you're going to move it, your one you just fixed there. But if you move it downwardly, you might have to move it back, but you're a lot closer. And you could actually put nodes in there, and I'm going to have to zoom in. But you want it about as close to that intersection as you can. And see, if I bring it down instead of over, I'm having a little bit of trouble. Maybe I can bring this down a little bit more and bring this up and then outwardly. And what I'm going to do is just show you maybe a better way. I'm going to put a node right there, and I'm going to put it there. But then I'm going to right click and turn that into a cusp. And when we do that, I'm not going to be messing. You know what? I'm going to put a node right there. Right click and turn it into a cusp. The cusp makes it where you can adjust one side and it will not change the other. The only, I guess, bad thing about it, you could have some, I did one earlier today that I kind of had some jig in the line, not perfectly straight line. So I'm going to call that good. And the reason we went, and I'm actually going to turn that line red. Now I've got the rest grouped together. I can control D that line, double click. I'm going to actually use alternate C. Well, I guess I'm not in the center of the page. So that'll actually be good, because if you don't have alternate C, well, it's working. And then I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. And keep in mind that I'm doing this in red so you can see it, and I can see it. I'm going to shift select both these, and I'm going to still say with his suggestion of blending 16 times. Now, I'm going to show you what's going to happen if you don't break the blend apart. If you don't break the blend apart, you get that. So take and go to Object and break the blend apart. Then we can take our Alt key and just do a half circle, and you're going to get it to that line. Now, I'm going to Control G to group that, Control D to duplicate it, alternate C to rotate it from the center 45 degrees. Now, I haven't done his trick yet, but I've got that far. Now I can move this out of the way, and I can move that whole thing out of the way and put this back. Whoop. Now I'm going to group this together, Control G. But his kind of a secret to do this, I'm going to ungroup it all. And this is what I couldn't figure out. But then I'm going to combine it. And that's kind of key. Now, this is a group, that's combined, move it down. And you can't really tell which one on top, but it should work. And then go and intersect it. And watch what happens. It cuts out those lines. Now we need to take this one, and I think we can just get rid of that. See, there's earlier today when he was helping me. I guess I changed to page 2. And we're going to take this one, and the reason I made this copy is now we can have an outer ring here in a second, because I learned don't fill in the top one with your Smart Fill tool. Fill in the second one. Now, I'm going to zoom in, and you don't zoom into the whole thing. You just zoom into what you can feel, and just go all the way down. And you could either leave the last one open if you get to it, and I'm going to leave it open. Well, it automatically opened. Now, I'm going to get rid of the line. And that's why I need this in a second. Now I'm going to bring this back. Tell you what, let's group that together and just bring this back and look at the difference. See, the lines are behind they're not there. So, but what I want to do what he keeps his line on a half a point. I'm going to make it a half a point just to kind of make them stand out a little bit more. Now, remember I wanted this box because I didn't fill in that last. Now, he probably does it different. That's pretty special. I mean, that's really cool. And if you wanted to, I'm going to take that, group this together. And to be honest with you, that's a pretty cool pattern right there. But now that this is a group, we could use the interactive fill tool, swipe across it. And I did red and yellow. I'm going to do this. And maybe not so much. Try to go through the middle more. And let's see what it looks like now that we got this back. Look at that. Now, the downside is when I normally would take and put a black box around it, you're not going to be able to see the black lines. But maybe we could change that so you can't see the black lines. That alone is pretty cool. Let's take the lines and let's make them that light blue. Let's see what it looks like now. Look at that. And you could make now that I can see them, I could change color and make them red. I can make them green. I can make them dark purple. You just can't make them black. You can make them white. Anyway, I really appreciate this gentleman that has sparked my interest in doing some of these. It's, if you look at the detail he gave me, intersect, create it this way. I did it probably a little bit different, just because of the way I do things. But anyway, hope somebody got some enjoyment out of it. I know I did, and thank you for watching.